Okay, so I turned it down to 30 FPS and turned the bitrate down to 4000. Let's see what happens. Wait, how do I get out of this menu? The heck? Oh, there we go. It wasn't registering my back button. So I'm not getting any overloaded things. That's good. And yeah, I noticed the connection was yellow near the end there. So yeah, I guess that was the problem then. Yeah, it looks about the same on my preview though. I don't like how the preview, it slows down when you're having issues, but that's not accurate to what Twitch sees. It's so weird. Hopefully the VOD's not too bad for that. The first hour will just be a little messed up. Plus I'll have to like cut it up, but oh well. New practices, new tactics. Oh jeez. Wait, which way did I come in here? I came in from above. I don't know exactly where I'm going here. Rats and hideouts. Oh, is this a new hideout? Nice. Can I upgrade anything yet? I haven't even used my gun yet. Oh, I can upgrade it. 58 damage? Not any faster or anything though. Increase damage by 10% or stamina consumption? I think I'm probably better off going for damage. Anything I should put up in here? Increase my health. The lore of this game? Yeah, we're pretty much, we woke up as a vampire, killed our sister accidentally, and now we're trying to figure out who bit us so that we can stop them. Let's go for health for now. Man, that's a lot of health upgrades. Let's get 2 health upgrades. Oh, whoops. You know, it's weird. Certain things about the UI in this game seem like it's made for the joystick. Certain other things seem like it's made for the mouse. I don't really understand.
It's locked. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Why not betray your trust?
Is this first?
William, as one we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
Use scythe. Two-handed weapons. And just upgraded my weapon and we get a better weapon. Possibly. Hey, you like... You can switch your weapons aside. You have to like equip it. Whoops, this is the wrong menu. So it uses more stamina.
William, please stop.
Just a second.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William,
I use my senses to see where they are.
I can't feel it. Will, please let go of me.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oops. Oh shit, my stamina is pretty low. Oh, whoops.
William, please stop.
Just check if there's anything to loot.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
Oh, jeez.
return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these
My
terrible
OBS just went into
murders.
the red for some reason. It went
Patience,
right
good
back to
fellows,
green
I've
now,
come
so
to offer help.
hope everything's
Just give me
okay.
a moment to secure my boat.
Feels like Twitch is having some issues.
Place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Game's neat so far. Combat's a little bit on the weird side. It just feels like very simplistic.
Where are we headed?
I'm
We're
intrigued
on
by
our
the
way to
story.
the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
Found out her
You are
name?
correct, sir.
I knew it.
Or, well, I guess he already
I
knew.
had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Hey, why did we stop?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide.
Sounds like you
I
kind of
even
have
had
to
the
take it.
forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Nice.
So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Now we got a job.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Weird that sometimes the subtitles seem wrong. I've noticed that a few
Oh,
times.
Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country.
Nice new
He'll
coat.
be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Definitely better than having bloody shirt. Wait, how come he has blood quality? These.
Come on, you bastard! You
What
can
the-
do better than that!
Come on over here.
It's my turn!
Guy's getting knifed.
Rotten or oppressive, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all. Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Oh no. I'm pressing it. Oh. Huh? Oh, LB. I always get those two mixed up when it like tells you in text.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
There will be consequences. Let's do it. Just knife that guy anyway. Who cares about him?
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I'm just gonna leave him there though.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Anything to loot out here?
Come on, I don't have all night. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Immediately
Second floor
asking
of the
again.
hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
What does that mean?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Yeah, it does feel like the 30 FPS thing did fix my streaming issues. A good thing. I don't understand why lately it feels like every game I play I have to tone it down like that.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen
I mean,
eye.
it could.
I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Wait, what is... Oh. So I wonder what, like, decides whether you can mesmerize someone. I guess that level. You can just randomly beat on people. Oh, whoops.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Sounded
A
lewd.
reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Shotgun. I don't have anywhere near the amount of money for that. haven't
Dr.
seen how the
Swansea is
guns
right.
even work in this.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Hmm. I'm probably better off using like a single-handed weapon. I feel weird now that I've upgraded that one though. Uses less stamina than some of them. Then I can use an offhand with it. Oh, so the revolver is an offhand.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work.
It's going pretty good.
It just hurts under the scar.
We just fed on a random
get my
guy
drift.
who murdered someone in the streets. That was fun.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir?
Apparently we
you
get to know
serve
this
for
guy a
long?
lot because
I
there's a lot of
really
hints.
don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
So I could just like mesmerize him if I felt like it, take his 500 experience. That's so interesting. This game like seems to want to
for now,
reward you
Mr.
for just killing random people.
On every street corner.
I feel like I'm gonna try to make my character good, but he's gonna kill people he finds bad is the way I'm decided I'm gonna play it. The way I like to play some of these games with choices, to just go right down the middle. Oh, garlic doesn't protect you against vampires in this world? Hmm. The fresh plants hurt vampires in this world? Interesting.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
So I can't scan him, so that means I guess I can't randomly feed on him.
How did you end up?
Probably because
in
he's
William
important to the
Bishop's
story.
den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any
Evil
particularly
figures?
evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
These so many questions
What
I
do
can
you do
ask.
for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say.
I mean, the other guy did it.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really.
I mean, he just
but
got
I
here.
recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
It's locked, all right.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Wow, she has a high blood quality. Get a grip.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Damn, it's really sounding like real life.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
New hint available. Mediocre among his colleagues.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Oh, so I guess it stays white if there's a hint required that you haven't
Goodbye,
said.
Nurse Hawkins.
I was wondering why I was doing that with different people. Wait. Milton, this guy? Oh, he's gone.
Must prove what we are capable of. It is now or never.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And there's
the
so
new
many different
surgeon
people to
here at
talk to.
Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh wow, her blood quality is really high.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Speak up.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
So we don't even know him yet.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say...
It doesn't sound as rude as it sounded.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Anyone else out here that I didn't see?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
I'll ask some
What is
other
the
stuff
Pembroke
first.
Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
Overqualified as a nurse?
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that.
Oh
I'll
no.
have a word with her.
You don't
You're
have
under
to
the
blame
bus.
her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I wonder if I can talk to her about being overqualified. I wonder if it does anything. Oh, where'd she go?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them.
Jeez.
Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Goodbye, Milton.
So is the idea that you say all those hints and then it ups their blood quality? I wonder if there's a reason to do it if you're not planning on feeding on them.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, we already did everything with her.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good
God,
evening,
there's
Doctor.
just so many people to
I
talk
believe
to.
we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Jeez, this guy's a total
I am
fanboy.
honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Why are you useless?
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical. You may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Side quests. Yay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Wait, did I say personal questions to him?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Oh,
can I
that
be
was
of any
weird.
help?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh, someone we haven't met.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm
So I'm
hardly
guessing
Fiddick.
yeah, it's Fiddick.
All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Apparently I can mesmerize him if I wanted to. I'm not sure what the point would be right now.
Tell me more about the death of your wife,
They
Harvey.
haven't really explained it very
1915.
well.
I was in the army. Building workshops for
We
the
could
Royal
get
Flying.
some experience off him, but like, is it
Helen
gonna
was
actually
happy I
kill him?
wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Weird, you get experience just for talking to people too. I guess for finding out new things. Part of this quest is to enter the backyard garden. I don't know where that is. Oh, did I just loop around to the front? where's this garden?
It's locked.
Good evening.
I'm basically
I'm
just
Dr.
wandering
Reed.
around
Always
talking to
a pleasure
everyone.
to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
So I wonder, like, there are people that know about vampires. Like, is it not like a widespread thing?
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Wait, what was that, it said mesmerized level. What does that mean? Oh, is that my level? Health status, healthy. Yeah, so he was a gang member.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Not really.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Sounds a little weird.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Formula written on a piece of paper. Had more money, maybe.
It's locked, all right.
And everything is locked in this game. So where's this garden? Oops. I can't. There we could zoom in, zoom out of here. I'm gonna look at the Y and it's blocking onto the other things. Oh, that's a zoom in. That's the main quest. Man, some of these menus are just hard to maneuver around. Why isn't this one tracked? Oh, you can only track one? I see. How come there's no like location on that? Or no, it says 46, I see. It's over this way. Trying to get a bearing on how some of the things work in this game. Ooh, garbage can. So apparently we're here. But like, where is it?
I cannot enter. Scowl.
What?
Voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh shit. Oh, he's seen me already. God, it feels like it's been a while since I've been fighting. That was another one. Two of them feeding on something. Sneak up on them. Oh shit, that hurt. Jeez, this guy hurts. I keep hitting the wrong button to dodge. Okay, one done. Jeez. You can only like stun them from behind if you sneak up on them. They haven't really explained too much what the skulls are. They're kind of like, I guess they're like barrel vampires, I don't know. Not much going on in this place. So this is the guy they're feeding on, or?
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
I'll heal myself a bit. Oh shit. Another one. I didn't even... Man, one of the problems with the combat right now is that, like, controls are so different than Crisis Core, and I'm just coming off that game. Yeah. Wait, where's the icon for bringing back the wallet? Oh, it's just saying it's somewhere in the hospital is what it's trying to tell me, I think. Who's this?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Okay.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Ugh. Sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
A strange person.
Say her again.
Who am I supposed to bring this wallet back to?
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Oh yeah, it's him.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Free money.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh, I guess that side quest is done. What else do we have? I know I got a new one. Find out who's spying on Thelma. You mentioned the garden. Is it in the same area? I guess it probably is. Go do that real quick. Don't know why I'm doing side quests before settling into the place, but why not? Oh, why'd the marker just disappear? The heck? It was just pointing this way. Oh, it's another one of these circle ones, I see. Somewhere around here? Oh, it's more requested this direction. That glowy bit in there. Did you just walk into this house? I guess not. Ooh, it's in here. Feels like this game's getting me a lot of freedom early on. Kinda like it. Who's this person? Wait, they have knives. What are you? But I guess they would attack me if I attack them first. I'm sure it's fine, right? I don't know why I'm attacking these random people. Just go with it. Jeez. Oh, are these the people that are watching her? Female vampires hiding out in the hospital. Nice. Well, that was easy. Oh, what was that? Oh wait, find the local command post? Oh, so we're not done with that yet? I guess I could do that later then. Go back to the hospital. Probably go upstairs to the room. Finally check in here. Although what is actually up here anyway? Used hacksaw? Jeez. Can I use it as a weapon? Wait. You can put 2 weapons for your... interesting. It's the same damage, but it uses more stamina. I could put like the 2-handed weapon. I see. Maybe I should do that. Oh, this is the bird guy. So what, that was just an alternate way of learning that? We kinda already knew that.
It's locked. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh jeez.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Oh no, is this like Life is Strange where you can water the flower every chapter or whatever? Or no?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Should I upgrade my weapons some more? Upgrade my stake? No, I don't have enough. Oh shit, certain weapons can be upgraded further than other ones, it looks like. Yeah. Some of these weapons might be better, or it looks like they're all better than the machete at the moment. I guess there's no reason not to need to first analyze the components before you unlock new recipes. Click on the 2 analyze components. Like which one? What are they? Feels like you don't, I guess I don't need to analyze any of these. Oh, it's talking about this, never mind. I didn't even see the message was there before. Generation serum? Don't have enough to make that.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
What should I upgrade? Blood barrier? Damage inflicted when using bite in combat? Maybe I should put that up. Damn, some of this stuff's expensive. Oh, what is this special now? Become invisible to most enemies? I mean, if I did more damage or something to them, that'd be worth doing, but spring. I mean, that could still be kind of useful, I guess. I think I should get this shield. Oh, it just absorbs one hit? Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district's health status. So it becomes less healthy because I killed a random gang member? Doesn't sound... And Man, this area is serious.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Dr. Swansea asked me to direct you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
Hmm?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Hmm. So, what's upstairs from here? Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, you can't go up to the top?
Not now.
Okay then.
I cannot enter.
Can I go up this staircase? Probably not. I guess I should probably do some side quests. How close is this pharmacy? Yeah, the pharmacy is way the hell down there. I guess I should be fine going there that far. Let's go explore the city. Wait, who's saying they're in pain? So who's this?
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, this guy.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Anything new to say to him? Nope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
What must I do? This isn't even my neighborhood.
Who's down here talking to themselves?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Mutant Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help.
Something seems fishy about
Treatment,
this.
To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
That's healthy on him.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
So where exactly is that one? Getting all these side quests now. Wait, did it not add it yet? I have to like wait for it to say that it added it. It's not in. That's bizarre. Oh wait, local investigations. Oh. Huh. Is it maybe in a different district? Guess I can always do that one later.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Let's go find this pharmacy. Oh, wait a minute. It's a bad guy? Oh shit. There's just random guys hanging around. Are they gonna attack me if I guess so.
Steady, boys.
Oh shit.
We've got one of them here.
Has a higher level than I am. Oh jeez. There's so many people around. Ooh, rogue skulls down here. I think he's eating something. Or someone. Shit. Hmm. Oh shit. Place I need to go is across the river. Oh, I just teleport over. Look, I haven't used that in a while. No one else around here. Hmm. I have a hell of a time trying to find my way back, though. Okay, that doesn't... Oh. Oh, jeez. That guy has a name. He's level 16. He's right where I need to go, too. Hmm. Can I sneak by him, I wonder? I wonder what his friend over there. Not close enough, I guess. Because if he's also 16, then I shouldn't be here. Oh, he's 14. I wonder if I can take them. Feels like a mistake. Oh shit. This is some sort of boss fight. Oh shit! There's another guy there. I'm fucked. Royally. Yeah. Jeez. Okay. I'm not supposed to be over here, I guess. Where does it put me now, though? That would just toss me back at the hospital, I guess. That's not too bad. But I feel like I'm not doing that side quest then. Try the one that was up here, but it might be the same issue. One here. God, I thought when it said just go to the like a pawn shop or whatever it was, I thought it'd be an easy one. I thought it would just be walk to the place and talk to some new people. Apparently not. Who's this?
Good evening, Nurse
Oh,
Bradley.
her.
Good evening, Doctor.
Don't I have some new stuff for her? Or no?
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Let's see what this area is about. Enter at your own risk. Oh, this kind of sounds scarier. $18? Yeah. I'm not going that way. So I think it's time to just not do side quests because, damn, they're crazy. Just stick to the main quest, I guess, for a little bit. Hmm. See what's going on in here. Can't possibly be worse than the other two places, right? Oh, whoops. Still lead me back outside. God damn. Merchant prices change depending on the health status. Interesting. Definitely hear something in here.
It's locked.
Oh, of course. Level 6 though, so this is where we're supposed to be. Jeez. Ow. Ow. Jeez.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
So we got one of the things that we need.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh. Oh shit.
I cannot enter.
Down to the basement. I was pointing at something else up here, I guess.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Oh. The higher floor. Up here. Nothing? Hmm. Oh shit. That didn't look good. Where did he go? Somebody's watching me. Oh shit.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Jeez. Maybe I should be using a gun. Whoops. Wrong menu. Maybe I should take this off and put the gun there instead. Wait, can I not do that? How do you unequip this? I guess if I just put a regular in there. Oh, you only have it in one slot though. Kinda weird. Oh, but I still have no ammo? Oh, that's telling me? Oh no. Wait. So how do guns work in this? Oh shit, I didn't see this guy. Oh, so it just stuns him? Oops. New citizen investigation is available. Look for thorough Strickland's order.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Use Liston knife? Directly absorb blood? Sounds interesting. Instead of stunning with the stake, we could just steal blood. I don't know. I don't know how much 3 blood absorption is, so maybe I should just test it out for a bit.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, whoops. That was very confusing. Oh, that does not steal very much. Yeah, I feel like for now I'm better off using the other one. Maybe you can upgrade that one though? God, there's so many doors down here. Shit. John Doe. How do I change targets easier? Shit. Jeez. These copies he keeps sending out of me are confusing the hell out of me. There we go.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Ooh. Generate blood points instantly? Sounds useful. Hmm. Oh, I can bump it up to 8. I feel like that'd probably be pretty useful. What does this do, though? Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Weapons all use more stamina than the machete, but the machete can't be upgraded anymore. Maybe I should consider it? Oh, you can absorb or blood points on other weapons. I don't know if that'd be worth it though. It's probably better to stick to having one that heals blood points, one that deals damage maybe. How does this one attack? Yeah, it is a bit slower. More damage is nice though. Plus I'll be able to upgrade it further. Have I explored everywhere here? Yeah, there's a locked chest. Gotta be a key somewhere, right?
It's locked.
Possibly. I didn't go through that other door that was there. I don't know where that key would be, though. Oh, I should probably steal some blood from him. Oops. I guess for now I'll use that to primarily get blood, and if I need to bite someone I'll just shoot them with the gun. Yeah, I don't know where you're supposed to get that key from. Maybe it was upstairs and I missed it? Oh shit, there's more guys in here. Can't really combo with this weapon very well. Still no sign of that key. Just leads back outside. Could try upstairs. Outside as well. I don't know where you're supposed to get that key.
It's locked.
I guess there's locked doors in here too, so maybe you come back here at some point? The only thing I've got. Very top, I couldn't do anything up here. Place is creepy. Guess we'll get out of here. So that other side quest. Oh, it's way down there. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be in that place I was before. That was really hard. Let's not go there right now. Just get back to the hospital. Hey, do I talk to this guy?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Oh.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm all right.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who
More new
needs you,
people.
sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
Of course.
And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh. Hmm.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir.
Whoops.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She
And it's strange though to think about it.
she'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Figured.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Yes, Doctor?
My sweet girl.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue
We've already
again?
been there, though.
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back real quick. To go to the washroom. BRB. Alright, I'm back. That's weird. For some reason, my commands for OBS don't work very well in this game. Always kind of worried. I had to hit it like 5 times to get rid of the BRB there.
Let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Oh, I didn't talk
believe
to
we're
this guy
going to be
yet.
colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Wow.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Need to find that one nurse who charged that woman for the bed. I haven't met her yet. I don't know where she would be either. Doesn't help that everyone's dressed the same, so if you see someone from far, you have no idea who they are. Oh, is that her?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I guess I can talk to her with this.
Pepper,
So I guess I did talk to her at some
close
point.
to Milton Hooks.
I just don't
Yes.
remember talking to her.
Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, Just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Wait, I can't talk to her about that? Doesn't seem right.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I wish I could be sick again.
Wait, she was the one they said, right? Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of confused why I can't bring it up to her. Is this for later or something? Anyways, I should make that guy his medicine that he needs. Wait, where is it pointing here? It's telling me to go outside. Or wait, is that my room? Oh yeah, I guess it is. I have to get used to the layout of this place. Treatment for fatigue. You have enough to make this one, but I haven't met someone who has that. Oh, you can just look at them from far. I didn't even think about that before. That kind of helps a little bit. The room's that way. Wait, unknown. Is that someone outside? Huh.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
So, how do I do?
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
I thought you would say something different now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, wait a minute. Bring the medicine to... I just gave the medicine to the wrong person. Or, wait.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Yes, Doctor?
Yeah, I guess I did.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
Wait, diseases decrease blood quality. Oh, so they wanted me to talk to her first, and I just went and healed them. Mission update. I'll have to go talk to him. Wait, who was that outside that said I haven't talked to you yet? What temptation? I do with a massive XP boost. Choose wisely. So we pretty much have to feed on people? And choosing who to feed on is gonna like destroy your relationships and shit. Because I'm guessing if we don't feed on anyone, like, we're just never gonna level up. Or at least not at a good rate. Hey, where did that person go? Oh, wait. This patient here. Why are they listed if I can't talk to them or anything? That's strange. All that EXP just walking around everywhere. It would just feel weird killing random people though. I'm gonna try to hold off on it. At least for a little bit. Maybe
Please,
if someone's
Jonathan,
being a massive dick, I'll feed on them.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
This feels like it shouldn't fall onto a doctor.
I would just like you
what
to
the
pay
hell?
her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Probably rest so I can level up a bit. Question is, what do we want to level up at the moment? I get some more blood capacity and thirst. Although I'm not really feeding on people right now. We get something for this area. I don't know how useful this would be, going invisible. Screw it. Let's put it up. Although, what is... This one does damage if you level it up. Yeah, I feel like eventually this will become very good. What to level it up though, like jeez. %10 more bullets? Syringes? Whoops. Oh, what just happened? Fatal error. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't know when this game saves it. First crash. Hopefully this game isn't prone to crashing. I wonder why it crashed though. Well, it has the latest mission there. Hopefully that doesn't become a reoccurring thing. Oh, but it crashed right after saving it. Because I leveled up. That's kind of weird. Actually kind of worrisome because it could have corrupted the save. Another unknown person out here. Or inside actually.
I cannot enter.
What? So she's in like her own room there. Bizarre.
Here again.
Oh, so this is the person that I tried to find before. Or
Flu
not.
took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised.
Wait, it's her.
Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
I guess I believe her.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Are you gonna send the new guy in to deal with it?
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Oops.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Oh, we've been asking a lot of questions of these people.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive
So she is
blood
killing
loss.
patients.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
So many deaths again. And what of my own life?
Oh, of course, it's this person that I didn't understand why she was in her own room.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
I gotta talk to all the nurses again.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
So many deaths.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
Jeez.
Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
I have a feeling that she's talking about her and the other guy.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Hey, where are all the nurses? Oh, she's way over here.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
So far, we're not getting anything. Where's Dorothy Crane? I just noticed Swansea has experience on him. You actually feed on him? That'd be bizarre. He's the one who actually brought you in here.
So many deaths.
He outside somewhere? Another unknown person. Seriously, where the heck is she? Checking around just in case, but... I don't get it, she's just not here. Hey, where does this go? Oh, it's just the back area. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
You are going to...
Yeah, I don't get where she is.
Like a book.
Gotta be upstairs or something, like... I don't get it. Why is she nowhere? The only one who's upstairs is Swansea. I talked to him, maybe she's like today or something.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings in the Penny Dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide healthcare.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skald?
A Skald is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
How do Skalds come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
I have met Lady Ashbury.
So many things to say to
She's
him.
a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
I feel like I've been played. Why did you hide from me her afflicted nature?
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
The matter of Lady Ashbury's blackmailer.
Oh, I know too much about this matter already. I'm confident in trusting the interests and reputation of both the hospital and Our Lady into your able hands.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
I'd like to find this other nurse before ending for the night, but I don't know where she is. Does it point somewhere on my map? Oh, she's outside the hospital that way. Maybe I should have thought of that before. I thought it would just point at the door to the hospital, though. Yeah, I think I'll go see what she has to say and then end for the night. Game's pretty fun. I'm curious on how certain things work later on. Part of me really does not want to kill random people. Huh. I can eavesdrop on people? Where is it telling me to do that?
It's locked, all right.
Hmm. Where am I hearing that voice? Oh. So how do I...
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
What's going on here? Maybe I should play a little bit more. I'll end whenever I finish whatever this is gonna be. Although I'm sure this is probably gonna go on for a little bit. I just feel weird ending it like in the middle of something. Going on down here? Something monstrous, it sounds like.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
There's skulls. So how do I use that one ability? Uh-oh. Awkward place to fight. God. Should probably be moving towards that voice. Citizen to save.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Oh shit.
Don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay,
Oh.
I'm Oswald Thatcher.
Part of that
Please,
side
I need
quest.
to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure
Oops.
you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Can I get that chest behind him? So I guess this is like a whole area down here. Be heading towards the marker. Band of the Dragon. Okay. Not sure exactly what that means. This looks like something bad's gonna happen here. Sewer beast. Oh shit. Whoops.
What sort of
What's my camera doing?
this?
I probably shouldn't be wasting blood. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I guess I can use this to steal from him. Oh shit. Don't eat me, bastard. Okay, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm gonna be stopping soon anyway. Probably after I kill this guy. Oh jeez. Ow. Oh, I really have to watch my stamina. Bad at managing that. doing so good in this fight. Gotta lay off a bit and heal. There we go. Jeez. That was rough. We did it though.
Here's what's left of him.
Jeez.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
The hell?
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
How do we get out of here now, though? Like, is there no smaller map? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think I'll go rest up and call it a night. Game was fun though. Definitely has me intrigued. Oh jeez, that doesn't sound good. Why are there skulls out here? Oh my god. Counterattacks. I don't know what you're supposed to do when they're doing that. Wait, so which way's the... Oh, the hospital's the other way. Down this way, right? Keep putting down markers accidentally. Oh, we have to fight our way back. Oops. Damn it again. Ow. Okay, we're back home. I still don't know how this game saves it. I don't know if it's just going into the hotel and resting. The last time it saved it there when I crashed for whatever reason. Oh, where am I going? It was kind of annoying. Every so often when I'm walking, it recenters the camera and it centers it in a way that I don't like. So I just keep adjusting it. Kind of funny. This is going to be annoying to do the VODs for today because I'm going to have to upload 2 of them just because I'm lazy and don't want to stitch them together. Wait, why can't you just walk right outside here? Bizarre. Let's try upgrading my stuff first. He went for cold, bronchitis, pneumonia. I should be checking people a little bit more. I think most people I've met are not sick at the moment. Could upgrade the gun. I don't really use it though at the moment. Oh, I should have done that first. What do I want to put up? Can I put the stowable too yet? Can, but it's expensive as shit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I do have 1 point in. Oh yeah, I should be putting this up if I can. And I can. That should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna be done for the night. Be back tomorrow to play some more. This game is definitely fun. Of course my end stream button isn't working. I don't know why this game is kind of pausing that. Kind of weird. Maybe I can find someone to host in a moment. What do we got? Deathwing is playing Hexen. Go watch him. GG's, thanks for watching guys. I will see you later.